a presentation on a potential expansion plans for Ideal Group Manufacturing that currently is located at 999 Picture Parkway. And it looks like we have a slew of the Ideal Manufacturing team, including who's at the podium right now, their legal counsel, can I say his team? You got Jerry Goldman from Woods Old.
You want to save that word for others, but that's fine.
Well, you know what, Jerry? I mean, I think the work you did for the town on Seeker, on Cove Fairlight, will forever grateful.
That's fine. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, Mr. Supervisor, members of the board. Kyle, welcome. My name is Jerry Goldman. I'm the attorney and agent for Ideal Manufacturing. With us this evening are members of the Stroyer family who are the principals of Ideal Manufacturing. Ben is, if everyone can just acknowledge, Ben is here, Matt is here, Lee is here, and Brian White is the project engineer from the McMahon LaRue group.
This is Ian here tonight.
I'm sorry?
This is Ian here tonight.
Ian, I'm sorry, Ian.
It's okay.
I kind of blanked out. Ian Kutchman, who is, along with Brian White, are the project engineers for the proposal. Our site is one which is depicted on the graphic, but also part of our application materials. Ideal Manufacturing has been a real Webster success story. It's gone from relatively small type of business to being a market leader in what's referred to as high capacity helical piles, which are a necessary element of the construction business and construction industry. The Stroyer family has had a great deal of success and is in need of, one, enhancing their facilities for their primary use, which entails increasing the size of their building by about 21,000 square feet and adding an 11,400 square foot processing building adjacent to it. But also, the Stroyers have acquired property all the way down to Document Drive. And in that area, they're talking about constructing some flex space buildings, a training building, and an office building, as depicted on the plan. Just to orient everybody, this parcel is located on the south side of Picture Parkway. It is to the west of the town's highway garage. There is a decent buffer between us and some residential property which is located on the hard road frontage. So we believe that this is an ideal, if I can use the term, use of this property to try to bring it to its full capacity on the site. As I'm sure you're aware, all uses and all approvals which are necessary in the OP district require a referral from the town board. And it's basically all that you have to do at this stage of what we are talking about. And as part of that, there's a requirement that 3 findings be considered. And they're addressed in our letter of intent. One is as conceptually sound that meets a community need. We believe that maintaining the viability of our local businesses and industry is a community need which needs to be prioritized. In addition, the plan does encourage sound development in the interest of safety and general welfare of the public. As you can see, we would be talking about access from both Document Drive and from Picture Parkway, and as well talking about substantial landscaping being installed. And the third is showing a development plan in harmony with the town comprehensive plan. The town comprehensive plan contemplates in the OP district office uses and light industrial uses on the site. So all of that being said, what we're here tonight is for referral to the planning board. The planning board has worked out of this and reviewed the site plan, also in review of the uses themselves and making sure that all is according to Hoyle. And we look forward to formally starting that process with a referral from this board this evening. I see that there's a potential resolution on your agenda later in the evening, and obviously we're here to answer any questions that the board may have.
So the presentation was done all by Jerry. We're not going to get...
Everyone can stand up if they want to and speak, but you know.
Actually, one of the three Stroyers or Ian might, if there's questions from the board, because I will say that, you know, and Ben and Lee and Jay will attest to this. I mean, I think I first met you guys, Ben and Jay, back in mid-2011. And I've been in a lot of meetings with them and with the Emmanuel Group, with Tony Kashani, with Josh Artuso. This has been percolating for a couple of years that led to this rendition that you have on the screen right now. So I say this because I don't have a lot of questions about it because I know the lineage of everything that has led up to this point.
Yeah.
I don't think the other town board members have, this might be the first time you're seeing it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we have some extra time because I'm going to let them go.
Yeah, I have a tendency to serve as a master of ceremonies or moderator here and call on people within our group as the questions come up if we can't handle them. But for those of you who have visited the site, there is a need for us to be able to enhance the facilities on the site to make the business and continue the viability of the business. So to that extent, yeah, the Stroyer family is looking forward to continuing a very successful run in the town of Webster at this location.
Seeing these properties are rezoning for industry, industrial and offices.
Correct.
You know, so therefore there's no need to be any change, only moderate, to revise.
No, there's
for
no.
the zoning.
There's no approval required for rezoning. There is for light industrial uses a special permit. We need to work with Josh to figure out exactly what approvals are necessary and what boards they go in front of and everything else. But we'll work that out in the concept stage as we proceed.
Yeah, because I know we are planning to do a comprehensive plan. So this not going to be any interference, or we have to go back and modify it.
Yeah.
For the future.
No,
That's
this-
important.
Yeah, it's true. I absolutely agree with you, and I think it's very important. The elements, the elements which exist, and for those who may remember a long time ago, this was Johnson's Manufacturing when it was first constructed, quite a long time ago. So this was done at a time when this was zoned industrial, and now it had been rezoned as part of the early 2000s to office park. And the elements which are proposed to be added are primarily office, which makes a lot of sense. To the east of us, on Document Drive is the town's highway garage. But if you go down Document Drive, you wind up at the school district's facility. So this is kind of a quasi-industrial area in the way that it's been developed. So that's why we think that it's consistent and really fits very well here.
Thank you.
I would agree that it's consistent and it fits well, and I think it's wonderful to have a business that's in Webster and that is thriving and expanding. It would be horrible if you needed to expand your business and you would have to leave our community to go somewhere else to expand. And I know from my experience on the planning board, and I can see it on this plan, there's very thoughtful consideration for buffering and landscaping. And as a result of this, it's gonna clean up the site and fix some things, I'm sure.
Yep.
And make it nicer overall, so I don't have any questions. I think it'll be a very good project.
No, I have no questions, Jen, you pretty much stated everything that I had any comment on. I am very grateful that you're considering expanding on that site
Thank
and
you.
not looking for something else in Monroe County or Wayne County or wherever. So we're grateful you're looking to Webster. And I do know that I've driven down there a few times and go to the highway department. There is quite a bit of outdoor storage sometimes of materials, and I would hope that with this expansion, you'll be able to take care of some of that. Understanding that this is not a residential street, I get it. We're talking about the highway department and manufacturing.
Thank you.
And at least you know your road in and out will always be clear of snow.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you this. Right now, we have you slotted at the 7:30 town board meeting for the 9th resolution of 10. I'm going to make an executive decision on that. We're going to move that up to number 1 and vote on that. We still can't start that meeting until 7:30 by law. But unless, we almost, we have to get to 7:07 right now. I'm sure that you don't want to be here all night for a board meeting unless you want to watch grass grow. So we'll move that up, but certainly from the comments that were made by the board members, I foresee in 23 minutes a successful vote on that resolution. And for office of the planning board, if that's a successful resolution.
Thank you.
We greatly appreciate that.
And